Um, okay, so I'm a little bit under the gun at the moment. I want to get out to the really good bookshop and get rid of those books of Josh's in my car. Uh, I'm ready for the gym bags just there. Um, some other stuff I want to do. Uh, I guess, yeah, this video is more about those other things I want to do. So, I got a message today. I've been wondering when this new appointment is. Um, my appointment for, was it psychology appointment? To see Juliana, the psychologist. Um, it's been quite a while. I think I had all December and January off. Haven't seen her, and even then, yeah, my appointments were pretty far apart. So that's on Wednesday, and so it's got me now. Oh great! I've got a. She gave me this printout of something to do with confidence, and I haven't gotten around to reading it. So now I feel like I should probably do that. Probably read it and do some thinking on that, and come to her with some feedback. And also I want to just work out what is it, hopefully before Wednesday, what is it I actually want to talk to her about. I made a lot of, I don't want to, use up a whole hour just telling her all the things I've been doing, and it's sort of like, is that what I really need out of this? I really need to just tell her all the things I've been doing, and she'll like be like, oh well, that's good. Oh, that's good. So I sort of want to be able to get there, give her like an overview of what's been going on, what I've been doing, and just then get to what I actually might need it for, right? And primarily, I think that's going to be assertiveness training / integrating the shadow. And maybe if I take a look at this cognitive thing of hers, yeah, I can do that, and just like what she can, like, maybe get some feedback on what she could do for me, like in the sense that, I'm talking to her, and that's great. Is there going to be anything else? Is there going to be more to it? And I mean, I understand. I had it clear in my head about. Oh yeah, I had it clear in my head earlier. So I'm pretty really spaced today. I got fuck all sleep last night, so it was in my head, and then it's gone. And that's why I'm going. My fucking brain's just not going at the moment. So I had it in my head how frustrated, because I was listening to the book, The 12 Rules for Life, and Jordan Peterson was talking about how people don't do what the doctors say. And I'm like, yeah, that's got to be frustrating. And then that sort of linked me to Juliana and psychologists in general, like where I can understand why they would be hesitant to just like bam out there and this is what you got to do. Like, first of all, the power of what they've got there is that they shut up and listen. So maybe I'm just expecting her to, hey, you should do this. I'm definitely used to it with everyone else. So I think part of me wants to know, like, is that coming or is it not? I kind of feel like I need some sort of clarity of, I guess I'm like one of those people that I just need to know. I need to know where things are at. So if that's never coming, cool, I can deal with that. I'll work on that myself, all right? But if that's coming, I want to know that too. And then I can handle that and go, okay, cool. So if you could turn around and say, yeah, few appointments down the track, I'll have more of an idea and I'll talk to you, blah, 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 whatever. Okay? Cool. I know what's coming, I can expect that. Or if it's like, no, that's not what I'm here for, this is the way I work, and you're going to work this out yourself, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, I can run with that too. I'm pretty much doing it as it is now. So, yeah, that's funny. Cool, I kind of just worked it out myself a little bit there. Like, that's just, same as with Becky. I don't care either way, I just need to know what's happening and where I'm at. So I guess, I want to go in there, quick overview, like, have my sheets down, have my list. Go in there with lists. Aren't you an organized fucking patient? So go in there with the list. This is what I've been doing. This is the progress or the effect I've been experiencing. And now this is what I want to talk to you about. It's assertiveness. What can I do there? All right, integrating the shadow. What am I getting out of this? All right, what can I expect to get out of this? In that sense that I just explained. And I'd like to have my dating profile idea sort of like a rough draft sort of written up at least anyway, so I talk to her about that, talk to her about my idea, which is, she brought it up one of the times, was of familiarizing myself with women, real women, not the projected fantasy ideal, the ideal projection ideal fantasy projected onto these real women by my brain. That's not a me thing, that's like a all people thing, especially all guys thing. You see, oh, she's beautiful, and then you just see that beauty, that ideal feminine, and that's like what you see. I wouldn't say you fall in love with that, but you do, but you don't. And then you sort of like so hopeful, and then it's a no, and it's like, oh, the perfect woman rejected me, and that's where I notice myself a lot, objectifying women more and more, which I look at that, all right, but I'm not so much seeing it as a bad thing. Like, I don't feel wrong. Partly it's a cultural thing. Partly I understand why I'm doing it, and that on the flip, or that on two sides of that, understanding why it's happening, it stops me from feeling really sort of any sort of guilt towards it. In the sense I don't really see that I'm harming anyone. Maybe myself, my own image. And I also sort of look at it and go, okay, I don't want to go down that road too far. It's nice to have a good look at pretty girls going past, pretty women, whatever. And I'm finding myself, it's like I'm more free to express my interest, and it's like a type of like that confidence trying to come out, maybe. All right, so it's not something I feel like I need to rein in and keep in check and go back into my shell or anything like that, but I don't want to only see women as objects. And this is where my idea for the dating profile is, the idea of not going on these dating sites for the purpose of dating or of casual sex, but for interaction and conversation. And I want to try to step behind the courting, the mating dance. Okay, my persona or my profile, okay, like my real life profile, not my on phone profile, but my real life profile, like I dress nice and I want to look tough and I want to look like I'm confident and assertive, and that's all of this, regardless of whatever's in here. But here, this is what I show, this is what she shows, okay, and we do the dance, all right, and that's useful for that purpose, okay, but I'm wanting to step behind that and say, you know what, I'm going to come here and I'm going to try to project out as little of that profile persona as I can and say, you know what, no, I'm not here to tell you how pretty you look for that purpose. Maybe for a different purpose, maybe for like in conversation explaining how the idea of my being projecting the image of the ideal feminine onto whatever, okay. So I want to try to step behind. If I can get any of these women that to respond to like my personal ad in a dating profiles, right? Because I mean I don't want to be scouring it and looking for these women. What I want to do is I want to edit this profile of mine or create this profile as a means of having women contact me, right? In the sense that I want to put it out there. So look, I'm just putting it out there. Anyone who's interested in this situation and this interaction, this is the interaction I'm looking for. All right, I'm not looking for a partner right now. I'm not looking for a casual hookup right now, and I'm sure as shit not looking for a friend. All right, I want to have these conversations with me, familiarize myself, and also possibly enact my experiment. The idea, and I don't know if just these conversations will do it, and if I feel like that's enough, you know, because the second part, my experiment, or the second half of my experiment, I guess, it's going to take a bit more courage, I think, and that's the idea of creating a positive feedback loop for success with women by having them like or kissing them, all right, see if they're like, hey, will you kiss me? Right, no, we're not going to go home together. No, we had a good time, we had a great conversation. Now, just put it out there, I want to end this night with a kiss. That's going to help me with my feelings of success. All right. If the conversation goes that way, I guess. If I feel it's right, okay, a kiss, and but more importantly, also importantly is like a picture, okay? We would take the pictures with people, like, oh my god, take this picture and look at us, and whatever. Put that over Facebook, and then the more of these that happen, so I do it. What is it? I do this behavior, even if it's like a symbolic behavior, because it's not like it's not real as such, but your mind doesn't exactly know that. Do that, projects out, other people see it, react to it, I see it, react to it, all right, creates more confidence to do it more, to project out in positive feedback loop. I'm explaining a positive feedback loop, all right. So that's what I'm trying to create, a positive feedback loop of success with that, and also just with the conversations. I think the conversations will help with familiarization, but also with the idea of the positive feedback loop of success, just in talking to women. So that's my idea. I want to have a rough draft of the profile, because I'm sure it's I doubt Juliana's going to give me any pointers. I don't know, you never know. But run that past her and just go, this is my idea. This is what I want to try. You know, I don't want to be, you know, I also want to still, you know, I want to do this as a project in my own personal development, okay? Not focus on this as you know, I still want to be focusing all the other things I'm focusing on, all right? So this is a project, and I kind of want to put it in its place. Almost want it to be like a side project, all right? An important one for my personal development, but I have also other personal development things. I have going to the gym. I have taking care of my finances, setting my goals, and you know, doing the things I want. And I also have all the learning I'm doing lately. So it's one of many things, all right. And I mean, I guess I've got the other many things started. I'm working on these other things, all right. It's just I want to get this started too. This is another project of mine for my personal development that I want to do, and I've got to get it done. So I guess it's pretty good that I've got the message today about my appointment with Juliana. All right, and I think so. Maybe I'll have to come back to this and watch this and write down the list. And the other thing too is, yeah, I just want to sort of, I don't know, mention, but you know, in talking to her, like, it's hard to explain to her, I guess, like, it's like how few positive examples of women I've ever had in my life, and they've never been close. Okay, to think of it, like Juliana herself is probably the best, and it's funny. It's actually kind of funny because they're all mature women, mature, intelligent women, which that's very interesting. Yeah, and I think Juliana, it's a job. Okay, so naturally she's good at it. I'm sure she's integrated whatever, you know, and she's developed herself. You know, at her age, all over the place. All right, so she's on point. All right, so that's probably what I'm reacting to. Like when I'm there with her, it's almost like a revelation, but like not a breath of fresh air, like an eye opener. I don't know how to explain it, but being in the room with her and talking to her, even though she doesn't talk very much, but like I pick up on her sense of dignity. All right, there's like this motherly sense of caring that she projects as well. A lot of what I'm sort of picking up on in that room is all this non-verbal stuff. There's non-verbal feminine, all right, that is like she projects and I pick up on, and it's so noticeable for me because I never experienced it, or at least not ever to this degree. Right, almost every other woman throughout my life, I've seen their flaw very clearly, or at least it's been very prominent. I can't pick up on it, like I can't pin it down, but it's been something very prominent that bugs me. Like for instance, Andrea, I can't really pin down what it is about her that bugs me. Like a closed-minded, I don't know what it is. It's not exactly closed-mindedness, but I don't know what it is, but it's something there that bugs me. All right. And so a lot of women, there's a lot of something that I don't know what it is that bugs me, or I do know what it is, and that bugs me. All right. Things like certain vices like Jade as an example for her moodiness, her temperament, her temper. Amy, she's like very wishy-washy, right? Very like Becky was, very hard to nail down, like very passive, very much, so much so that it's like it's hard to talk to them almost. You know, I can imagine what, you know, if I'm on this scale, that scale, I can imagine people further up this scale, how they must speak to me. I don't know, maybe that's why Rick doesn't like me. So that, you know, that's what I get from most women, and I think there's, if I think of anything else, I'm sure I'll bring it up in another video, but only 2 women come to mind that are close to being like up there. Like for me, the dominance hierarchy of women, not the young, beautiful, blah blah blah, but the mature power, I guess, not female power. I don't fucking know. All right, Keegan's mum. Okay, I have a lot of respect for her. All right. Not so much in that I know much about her. Like both these other women, yeah, all these women, I don't know much about. I don't have a lot of interaction with them, but I sense this projection coming from them. All right, there's things like that, and the closest I can call it is dignity. All right, this self-possessed dignity or whatever it is. Okay, and I sense that off of them. It's maturity. Okay, Keegan's mum, David's mum. Okay, now these 2 women, like Juliana, I sense something from them and I respect it. Something in me responds to them. Maybe it's the motherliness in them. I don't know. But I also find with these women they're quite distant. Like David's mum, I find that strange. Like my own mother is so volatile and chaotic, so much so. Maybe that's the maturity that I'm sensing from these women, is that they've integrated the animus, right? The archetypal masculine, right? David's mum, like order. Oh my god, you know, she sends him emails to communicate with him. That's an orderliness that I can't believe, right? And various other things I picked up. I sense the order. I sense the order from Juliana, and I sense the order from Keegan's mum. Very ordered women. So it's sort of like you can see them. Maybe I'm responding to their masculine side. Maybe that's it. And most of these other women, they haven't integrated that into the part of themselves. That's very interesting. So I guess. And part of why I want to do the thing with the dating profile and meet women, and hopefully I can get it to the point where women will react to this. They'll respond and they'll say, I'm up for that. Okay, I don't want to put out there like, hey, I want to kiss you. You know, that thing. Maybe that's something to talk about. And that'll be a very sort of personal sort of. I feel like I want to try that as my experiment, whatever. But do the conversation, okay, and go, look, here's a guy, he's not being a white knight fucking, you know, pushover guy. Here's a guy, he's doing his own thing, and he's doing some self-development, and he wants to talk to us women, all right, and just have a conversation and meet real people, okay, and do away with the whole dance bullshit, all right. So I'm hoping this will resonate with a lot of women out there, and they'll put their hand up and say, "Hey, I want to do that for you. I don't want to get what I want to get out of it too. Sort of like I want to do it because I want to do it, not just like, oh hey, out of pity I'll do that for you. No, I want you know, if I do it right, I want to do it right, and have women say, yeah, and for me for me to put out there, it's like, this is what I want, and this is what I want to get out of this. And I feel like this is what you could get out of this, or maybe whatever you feel like you could get out of this yourself. But this is what I want, and if this is something that you want to do as well, if you want to just have a conversation with a guy who's not trying to sleep with you, who's not sizing you up to say, hey, are we going to date? Are we going to date? What do I got to do to fuck you? All right? Don't want to do that. If anything, I would prefer for these women to take down that persona, and that's the whole point. So I want to get behind that persona, or at least ask them to take it down and say, you know what? No, please don't dress provocatively. Do what you can. Don't go smashing your front teeth in or anything. Don't fuck yourself up. But I want you to try to not seduce me. Okay? That's the best I can do, I guess. Anyway, so I'm going to have to do a list of things that I've been doing, the effects, take that to Juliana, do a list of things I want to work on with Juliana, and what am I getting out of her time together. Like, I know something I'm getting is I am, at least with one woman, I'm experiencing that mature feminine. Alright. So if for no other reason, I would definitely keep going just for that. Alright. And run past her my idea of the dating app profile and her thoughts on that. Okay. And this is a long video, so yeah, and I've got shit to do. So yeah. Happy days.